What's going on YouTube? It is Rocky in real time and I'm back at you with another video. In today's video, I have a very extra special topic for you coming from Brian in Arizona. Thank you for the topic. How to build passive income on a budget. Now, whether you're an expat, an aspiring expat, or aspiring digital nomad, one of the main preoccupations you're gonna have is how to sustain your life abroad while you're traveling or while you're living in another country. Now, remote jobs, which I have talked about on this page, is one way, but also one of the best ways is to build passive income streams, right? And one of the best business models that you could have to build passive income streams is selling digital products online. This is something I'm a very fervent and ardent supporter of because it's one of the best ways for new entrepreneurs and people who are just getting started online to build a passive income stream. Now, remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, so one of the things that you have to do is be patient and be consistent. Now, aside from just being location independent with this form of passive income, digital products are like a gold mine in today's online business atmosphere. There's no physical inventory, so you can never ever run out of stock. It's low cost to set up and maintain. It's totally location independent, like I just mentioned. It's great for beginners, great for new entrepreneurs. You have healthy profit margin because a lot of the things you're gonna be doing are purchasing softwares, apps, website domains, things that aren't really tangible, that you can't really feel or touch. So they tend to be on the cheaper side. You don't have to buy any complex or heavy machinery or any of that stuff other than like maybe your camera if you're making content, or a laptop if you don't already own one. I mean, you can reach a large amount of people with digital products. You can reach people from all over the world. Another real benefit to selling digital products is it's easier to manage and maintain. You usually do the bulk of the work one time. Over time, you might make some tweaks and updates to it because you want to account for changes in like a software version update or something, and you need to keep things current. A lot of the work that you've done is probably already done already. You just need to make some minor tweaks over time. So it is essentially on autopilot. Now, it's not really autopilot. You're probably going to have to answer questions from users or subscribers or customers. You're gonna have to do some sort of work, but it's probably less than 10 hours a week when you do get things set up and rolling. And digital products is something that I'm experimenting with now. Hasn't reached a point where it's gonna replace my six-figure tech job, no. But I'm starting to see a lot of sales trickle in, right? And I'm the type of person that I like to study, research, and learn from other people about how to implement certain ideas and things online before I go and try them myself. One of my biggest inspirations for like YouTube and other things is this channel called Dream. Now, this guy, he plays, I think, Roblox or some video game online. He was actually interviewed by another YouTuber, and he said that he read like 100 books on YouTube. Now, last time I checked, Dream has probably 10 million subscribers. So I think being prepared and also implementing does work. You don't want to get caught up in analysis paralysis, and I've been guilty of this, but you want to actually have a plan, a structure in place before you start implementing, because the cost of your mistakes is actually wasted time, which we can't get back, and wasted money. So now, before we start and get into the details, like I said before, and I want to just get this squared away because a lot of people think that it's like get rich quick, or things are gonna metastasize quickly for you. But I want you to get that out of your head. Even if someone gives you the blueprint, you still have to put in the sweat equity and put in the work so that your subscriber base can grow, your audience can grow, your sales can grow, so you're targeting the right people for your ads, you're not wasting money, you're being efficient, you're running lean, and you're actually growing your revenue and your profits every month. And that's gonna take time. There's gonna be a learning curve for any idea that you venture into. So please, I want you to enter this with the mindset of, hey, this is gonna take time, but I am willing to do the work. I am patient and I'm going to be persistent. Like I said, I've already started seeing results. And don't ever sleep on any of these digital platforms like Etsy. I slept on it for a long time. Now I'm experimenting with it and I'm like, whoa. Another thing I want you to shift your mind and think about is instead of thinking, how can I make $10,000 a month online, or how can I make money online? I want you to think, how can I provide value online? How can I help people solve their problems online and do that in a digital way? I offer some sort of solution to them that's going to address all their pain points and actually provide value for them. That's what you should be thinking. And you need to think that because money follows the value. So if you create the value, the money is gonna follow. So don't be thinking of the money first, think of the value. One other thing that I want you to realize as well is that when you're selling digital products online, it's almost impossible to do it without leveraging some sort of skill, whether it be your own skill or someone else's. And let me explain. If you have a lot of money from inheritance, investments, or savings to use as a runway for your online business, great. And FYI, runway is just a term that's in business that just basically means how much money do you have to cover your monthly expenses for your business, right? Before like you make revenue, right? So let's just say your monthly expenses are $500 a month and you have $10,000. So theoretically and hypothetically, you have 20 months of revenue, right? Let's forget all the food and all the other stuff. We're talking about like business expenses. Like if your business expenses for whatever online venture that you're in is about $500 a month and you have $10,000, then you effectively have 20 months of runway. So that's what runway means. Very simple concept. If you don't have a lot of runway, right, to spend on outsourcing for your graphic work or for your programming or copywriting or whatever you need to get done, that's going to require skill, you're going to have to learn those things on your own. And contrary to popular belief, in this day and age, now in the year 2023, we're in October 2023, being a jack of all trades and a master of one is actually beneficial, right? Not a master of none, a master of one. So someone that understands a little bit about digital marketing, a little bit about product management, a little bit about programming, a little bit about this, a little bit about that. When you're starting an online business, it makes it easier to corral and organize and manage these resources because you have a little bit of context on everything, right? So even if you want to use an AI tool to help you, you have enough context or just enough context to prompt these tools like ChatGPT, Jasper, and whatever AI tool you're using to give and yield you the result that you want so that you can use it in the way that you need for your business. Like I said, not everybody has that bankroll. So in place of that bankroll, it's going to be sweat equity and you're going to have to learn some sort of skills, right? I mean, there's no escaping it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. You're going to have to learn some sort of skills. So you might be thinking, Rocky, I'm on a budget. How am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to start and invest in a digital product or some sort of endeavor online, selling a digital product if I'm on a budget? Let's say your budget is $1,000 or even $500. Trust me, that is enough to get started. Now, the first part of this process is going to be to do some sort of market research. And this is the most crucial part. Like, this is like one of the most important, if not the most important part of this process, because you need to understand the market and the niche that you want to go into and create solutions for. And it can be something that you're already familiar with. Like, you can start with a niche that you already know and have some familiarity with. Maybe you've worked in for some years and you've noticed some gaps, you've noticed some problems, you've noticed some inefficiencies, and you create solutions through there digitally. You must understand and know the market well enough, or at least have some sort of understanding of some of the problems in the niche. You don't have to be an expert, but you have to understand the niche well enough to create a digital solution for it. Now, in place of starting with a niche that you may be familiar with, maybe you don't feel like you possess enough knowledge in whatever niche that you're comfortable with, you can go straight for the evergreen niches. Evergreen niches are things that people are always gonna need, care about, love, and invest in. So things like weddings, things like relationships, film, fitness, sports, online business. There's a lot of evergreen niches out there for you to start with. But the key here is niching all the way down. Remember, the riches are in the niches. I know it's pronounced niche, but it's like that works for the expression, I guess. So yeah, the riches are in the niches. So niche down as much as possible. And one of the first things you're gonna have to do is you're going to have to create an ideal customer profile for your ideal customer. Now, how do you find these problems that people are going through or people are having in whatever niche you're in? Now, one of the best ways is to scour forums and websites where that niche might be. So whether it be Quora, whether it be Reddit, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever social media or whatever website or forum that this niche congregates in, talks, and exchanges ideas in, that's where you wanna be. You wanna be looking for posts that are looking for solutions to a problem and have high engagement. Now, what I mean by that is, let's say someone posted a question on Reddit for like maybe surfers or something, and maybe they wanted to know how to clean their board or, you know, maybe shine their board. Surfers out there, don't crucify me. I literally just thought of this example as something that's super niche, but let's just roll with it. So yeah, maybe they asked a question on Reddit and the question had a ton of views, like maybe 60,000, views within the last 24 hours and 200 comments. That is a lot of engagement. So you want to go and you want to see what people are saying. What solutions do they have? Like, is there some sort of course or tutorial that can teach you how to mold your board or clean your board the right way? Remember, when you're in a niche and you niche down, people who love those things that are like just totally engrossed with surfing and whatnot, they're gonna spend to solve their problems. They're going to go to great lengths to solve their problems because that is their passion. This is why I said, start with a niche that you're familiar with or you're passionate about, because that's gonna just make it easier. Because also, as you're working and as you're building this digital product, you might hit crags, you might hit roadblocks, and you might, hit moments where you have to knock your head against the wall and think for a solution to just come up, and those are frustrating times. So the more you're familiar with a niche and the more you love it more than anything, the better it is going to be to deal with those sort of problems. So part of the thing that you have to do is craft your unique customer profile. Now, part of crafting a unique customer profile is sitting down and asking things about your customer. They're going to be of a similar archetype, to just put it short, right? So what is their age range, right? Like, I swear, the more you niche down, the more targeted your customer profile is going to be. It's going to be very, very specific. And when that happens, that's a good thing. So how old are they? What's their age range, their gender, their male, female? What's their income level, or how much disposable income do they have? And what is the problem that they're facing right now that if they had the power to solve today, that they would solve? What is the problem that your customer is facing that's preventing them from reaching point B from point A? Where do they like to go to solve their problem? Is it Reddit? Is it TikTok? Is it Instagram? Is it Quora? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Twitter? Where do they congregate? Where are they? Where are they existing online? What are the biggest frustration and pain points that they have? What are the related solutions that they've found? And what are the problems with this existing solution that they don't like? And finally, what will your customer's life look like if they don't get this problem solved? Now, once you've figured out what niche you're going to be involved in and you've sort of crafted your ideal customer archetype, then you have a sort of framework to follow for how to solve that problem. And one of the things you're going to be thinking about next is what type of solution you want to provide for them. What type of digital product do you want to provide for them? There's no one size or one product fits all. It's all going to entirely depend on your niche. So this is why you have to know your niche very well. Like, you have to know whether they need an ebook, an audiobook, a course. It's going to just depend. Now, let's say, for instance, you're in the gaming niche, and we all know that computers are capped at certain memories when you buy them stock. Now, you can customize computers and add more RAM and more just solid state storage space to it. But again, these are finite resources, and you can't have 100 terabytes or 2,000 terabytes on your system or in your home. It's just like sort of not practical. And let's just say for this game, you need to buy skins, you need to save your quest, and you need to do a lot of things that maybe the game themselves or the platform that you actually play this game on don't offer. So let's just say you build a site that offers solutions that are targeting pain points that these gamers are having. And this site could be powered by AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, or something like Google Cloud that allows the player to save gigabytes and terabytes worth of things on the cloud, so you don't have to have physical server space. And these cloud platforms are pay as you go. They're dirt cheap. They're like pennies for like a few gigabytes. And you can increase your profit margin since you're hosting on your server, your virtual server on AWS or Google Cloud. So let's say maybe a few gigabytes, just hypothetically speaking, cost you maybe a few dollars a month, maybe like $1.50 for, let's say, 100 gigabytes or so. So per person, maybe you can charge $10 or so as a monthly subscription for that first 100 gigabytes, and $19.99 for 200 or 250 gigabytes, and then for 1 terabyte you have $29.99 or $39.99 or whatever you feel is right to charge, that is going to cover your operating expenses and still leave a good enough and healthy enough profit margin for you. And rule of thumb, a good profit margin is at least 56%. Now, in terms of marketing your product, there's different ways and different strategies that you can employ that, will help you market your product once you've created it. Now, it all depends on your ideal customer and where they like to go to solve their problem, and more importantly, where they spend most of their time online. This could be YouTube, this could be Pinterest, this could be Instagram, this could be TikTok, it could be Quora, it could be LinkedIn. Again, it's all going to depend on your customer. And this is why, again, I'm going to say this one more time, this is why that research, that market research part in the beginning that I talked about is such a crucial process that you shouldn't ignore. And just as an FYI, not all social media apps are created equal. If you're selling a high ticket course, for example, Facebook or LinkedIn might be your best bet, because if this is some sort of career building or some career transformation course, the ideal customer for you is probably going to live on LinkedIn or Facebook. Twitter or TikTok might not be for that. But if you have some other digital product that solves a problem that is under $50, TikTok might be good for you, because it is a platform that historically has shown is good for impulse buys. So things that cost under $50 are usually low ticket impulse buys. And also, younger people are on TikTok, so they don't have as much disposable income to use to spend on products that are marketed on TikTok. So if you've noticed, all those products on TikTok that you see, Amazon finds or this or that, they're either monthly subscription-based apps, right, that are probably less than $15 a month, or products that you can find online for less than $50 a month if they're physical products. They're not going to be some high ticket, high value or high, priced item. Like, you're not going to see a lot of that on TikTok. TikTok is mostly for impulse buys. And this is why I said you can't really place equal value on all of these social media apps that your customer might live on. I'll give you another example. Like I said, I'm experimenting with Etsy, and I've slept on Etsy for a long time, but it's a really great platform to sell a lot of customized, personalized things. This could be physical and this could be digital. There's a lot of digital products on Etsy. I'll give you an example, right? For weddings, visual identities are a thing. What is the theme for your wedding? Are you going for a rustic barn type of look? Are you going for an Art Deco look? Are you going for a chic Met Gala sort of look? Are you going for some sort of classic look? What is the look and theme for your wedding? What are the colors? The color scheme for your weddings? What are the exact RGB colors that are going to match with this theme? Also, what are the fonts? What are the border decoration styles? All of these things have to be sort of consistent among all of the things in your wedding, from your RSVP to your invite for the wedding, to the little stationary items that you might see on a table that you might scan, like a menu or a little gift bag. You want everything to be the same. The border styles are the same, the fonts are the same, the colors are the same, and they sort of match a certain aesthetic and theme. Now, I'm planning a wedding with my wife right now, and it's like a lot of work. And a lot of people opt to buy these things, like buy a full visual and branded identity package based on a type of theme for the wedding that they want to go to. And guess where that lives? It lives on Etsy. You're not gonna really find that on other platforms like LinkedIn. You're not gonna find that on LinkedIn. You're not gonna find a transformative career programming course, marketed on Etsy as much as you would find it on LinkedIn. So now you see what I mean. You have to know where your ideal customer is going to live, what apps they're going to use for the digital product that you're going to promote. Also, to boost your marketing efforts and to your understanding of your customer, you're going to need to learn how to use these tools that are specific to the platform that they frequent. For instance, Facebook has their Facebook ads, Facebook Pixel, and there's other apps that are powered by APIs that Facebook has that help you see these digital analytics, like how many people are visiting or watching your ads, and the ad platforms themselves have all these analytics and dashboard tools for you to kind of just know how effective your reach is. But there's other third-party tools that work on top of Facebook ads or Facebook itself to help you get better insight on your metrics for your business and your ad campaigns. There's a ton of them. I'm not going to mention them here, but you've got something like the TikTok creator dashboard as well that gives you insights on viral videos on TikToks, the hashtags they're using for those viral videos, the time that they posted, and a bunch of other little metrics that you can use so you can emulate some of these posts and some of these ads that people are posting on TikTok. Also, for something like YouTube, which something I use is vidIQ or TubeBuddy, and this is great for SEO. This is great for looking for the keywords that you can use in video titles or that people are using and searching for specific types of content to solve their problem. Now, YouTube is a great place to market because 75% of the people that are on YouTube are there to solve a problem. So it's a great platform all around to sort of market on. But again, like I said, do your research and figure out what is the best platform, because Etsy might be the best or TikTok might be the best, and it might be lower cost per customer acquisition. Now, a lot of these platforms have some sort of corresponding ad site in which you can pay for ads, and you can start with as little as $1 or $5 or $10 a day. It all just depends on your budget. And you can have links to your landing page, and you can use split testing and A/B testing on the design styles of your landing page. You can hire someone who's a UX designer or a landing page specialist on Fiverr for very cheap, for like maybe $50, and you'll see which landing page over time is better for your customer and better for conversions. A landing page is something that you can build on Canva, MailChimp, or GetResponse for under $100 depending on the platform you decide to go with. So Canva, for instance, I think they're at like $15 a month or so. I'm not really sure, but it's under $20 a month. And this can fit well within your $500 or $1,000 budget. And they have tools that will help you specifically design things like YouTube thumbnails and landing pages and other art and graphics that you might need for your online business. So like I mentioned before, you're gonna need to learn some sort of skill. If you don't have the skills, you're probably gonna need a lot of money to outsource to different sorts of people who have these skills to help you scale up. Now, scaling up is gonna involve you knowing these tools and skills on a deeper level so that you can tweak them, so you can like tweak your Facebook ads or tweak your landing page or tweak your copywriting on your landing page to attract the right type of people and entice them to buy. You're gonna have to tweak these little things, and this comes with time and skill. So you're gonna also need to increase your skills so that you can make these small optimizations that are gonna keep your customer and help with customer retention, as well as just help you manage resources better, spend less on ads, spend less on SEO, understand copywriting so you can do it yourself, so you can outsource less and spend less. Understand your email marketing, your programming. Maybe you learn a little bit of HTML and CSS so you can make your own custom sort of email marketing campaigns. Maybe learn some sort of video editing and cinematography. So if you're offering content in video form, long form content, you know how to make a setup kind of like this one so that you seem more professional online. Another thing is sales psychology, knowing how to take your customer from the point of discovery to the point in which they click buy. Other things that are more relevant for today is something like AI prompting. Knowing how to feed AI the prompts that you need to get the information that you need, the sort of process or structure or the images and graphics that you need. That in itself is a skill. And since all of this is still pretty new, this is something that even you can offer as a solution, a digital solution. So you see how you have to be sort of creative. Like even the prompts in AI, even though you're getting something that you basically didn't have to work for AI, you still kind of have to structure a prompt in a right way in which the AI knows how to consume so that you can get the right answer for yourself. Like I said, this is not a very quick process, but as you start to be more persistent, you're gonna see sales trickling over time, and you can scale up by also reinvesting a lot of that revenue back into different segments of your business, like the SEO, like the social media, shout outs. You can reinvest it in ads, editing gear, Final Cut or whatever, or maybe a nice camera. You can invest in anything. You just need to figure out what you need to invest in that's going to give you the best return on investment for dollar. That's gonna take a little bit of experimenting, but with time, you'll understand that. Now, I hope this video was able to provide some sort of value for you. My main aim of this video was showing you and getting your creative juices flowing so that you can sort of think outside the box and be able to strategize on how to solve problems, how to create value. It's not how to make $10,000 online, how to make money online. It's providing value. One of the best ways to create a passive income stream on a budget is to create a digital product. And again, since it is digital, you can do it for as little as $500, $1,000, even $200. I just want you to see the power of all the tools that we have available at our disposal today and how you can corral and organize all those tools together to create a system that sort of turns on itself. Because online business is really about all these different little systems that you put in place that you slowly tweak and automate over time to sort of generate money and revenue for you. And more importantly, like I've stressed, create value for your end customer, for your ideal customer or your ideal user, right? That's really what it is. I want to go more in depth on this topic in later videos on my channel. Like I said, I'm very excited to share some of the results I've had on Etsy with you. So that's coming up later on this channel, but this is one of the things that I feel that expats should worry about. You should worry about how to create passive income streams for yourself so you can live a more rich and fulfilling life, so you can go on those hikes and go to the beach and go and kayaking. Like, it all becomes really fun when you start to invest in yourself and create these passive income streams. But that's it for this video. I hope I was able to provide you with enough value so that you can go out and start trying things on your own and learning things on your own, and more importantly, experimenting and seeing results and success. Anyway, that's it for this video. So I hope you have a blessed day wherever you are. Take care.